Well, hello there. ¿Cómo estamos, minasan? I hope you guys are doing well this morning, afternoon, evening. It is I, your data guardian angel, TenebrisTenshi. How's everybody doing today? Just coming over here specifically so I can do some of the cleanup stuff before we get started. Hey, Avar. Hey, Chaos. How you guys doing? Oh, the triple cleanups are done. Well, that was a waste. Oh well. I guess I'll still use some of the battery charge anyway. Doing alright. Bit tired. Was a long day at work and a long drive home, so yeah. Time to push. And do some farming for some stun discs, because I need them. Pretty straightforward. Even with all the lag. I was doing pretty good. What are with these defense 6 discs? Good lord. Game is telling me that I suck at dodging. So let's do one more. And then we'll go back to main story. Uh-oh.
Let's make this quick. Better not get my trust
Soul Worker. I don't recall that game. Oh, that sucks, dude. I'm kind of in the opposite of you, because I'm physically doing better considering how sick I was last week. Like a dog. But mentally, I'm not all there. But instead of being like mentally bad, it's just I'm very sleepy, tired, and yeek. Okay. Maybe. God, all these defense discs where they're not supposed to be defense. I'll leave it there for now. Never heard of Soul Worker though, there Var. But I assume it's because, you know, beat 'em up like this one, kind of just, you know, 3D, obviously. Alright, let's go back and do the main story quest, which should be over here somewheres. Actually, hold on. Let me do this first. Gonna track the main story quest. And I'll make it easier. I wonder if I'm anywhere near the end of 2.0 yet. Or if I still got a long ways to go. The doctor's office is locked and there's no one inside.
There's no one here. I was ready to pounce on some Exaltist lackeys and teach them a lesson. Luckily, we didn't run into any trouble. Having to fight the Exaltists would just make things difficult.
No kidding,
Doesn't
right?
look like they tried to destroy anything. It seems speed was on our side this time. They didn't expect us to expose the medicine so quickly and follow them all the way into the hollow. Let's take a closer look around. Maybe we'll find some clues. There's a drawer here, but it doesn't have anything special inside. There's just some change and random trinkets. I don't think they left anything valuable here. What about the back of the drawer? Maybe it has a hidden compartment. Some of my more secretive friends often hide things like that.
Which secretive friends are you talking about, Belle? I'm curious as to what secretive friend she's talking about in specific there. Many thoughts.
Let me see. There really is a secret compartment here. And what do we have inside? Some IDs and a flash drive. Junior, do you think this will be helpful?
The flash drive? Absolutely, it could be.
It could be a clue. I say we take it back and examine it. Yeah, at least we didn't end up empty-handed this time.
After confirming that there were no other clues around, Belle is about to leave with Jufufu when they see a familiar figure.
Oh, Belle. You also looking for Dr. Lore?
Minato? What brings you here?
Paolo's daughter was making a fuss about seeing her dad. I couldn't stand it, so I came here to wait for him. He might come here after being treated. Speaking of which, he's a good father.
Why you gotta get hurt more?
Minato,
Minato, shut up!
Cheap medicine to save money for her education. Well, as they say, knowledge can change fate. With such a good father, there'll always be hope in his family.
This playstyle could only play for so long in Force Rest.
Minato, about Paolo. He...
Ooh. Music track is nice. Belle succinctly tells him what's inspired in the hollow and the true nature of the alleviating water.
Are you serious? The Exaltists. Dr. Lore.
Ooh. Ooh.
I will make them pay for this.
Ooh, Puppers is angry. The Puppers is angry. He even has a little snarl in there. That's good voice acting, man. Dude. That guy got the assignment. Understood the assignment and went ham. Let's go.
I feel you, but please calm down first. Minato, I need your help. Tell everyone who's taking the alleviating water that it's all a lie. Don't let them fall for it. Yes, we need to spread the news.
I understand. I'll go spread the word. As for Paolo's daughter,
Oop, I just noticed the count of clairvoyance is off.
I don't know what to tell her.
Oh, that's gonna be the rough part, yeah. Well, let me reset the count of clairvoyance. Why is this thing? Because I know that it was charged. I don't have that issue anymore. Not right now, anyway. There we go. Now the count of clairvoyance is reset.
But the priority is to prevent more people from suffering. We can't let this happen again.
Uh-huh. Run. I kind of want to stop here at Jufufu because I did some things by myself this morning and got the next bit, but we'll do that maybe as a cap.
So, find anything? Did you run into any danger?
Nah, nothing dangerous happened, but we didn't come up with anything valuable either.
Or that we know it's
The
valuable.
only thing we found in the doctor's office was this flash drive. We don't know what's inside.
Leave it to me. I'll see if I can crack it.
Worst case scenario, we send it off to
Hey,
Rain.
no. Inhu, how are things going on your end?
We talked to the workers nearby, but they have a hard time accepting it. Some even called it a rumor spread by Porcelumex.
Fair.
Yeah, Dr. Lore has been lying to them this whole time, saying that Tops will use rumors and public opinion to prevent them from receiving treatment, and that negative news was fabricated by Damien to smear him.
No way. Looks like the Exaltists have been planning this for a long time. They've indoctrinated a lot of workers and even had a story ready.
It's okay. Some people believed us and agreed to spread the word, but most people are working in the Hollow right now. We need to wait for a shift change to inform everyone else.
I tried to contact Eric in the Union, but it didn't go through since he's inside the Hollow.
Don't worry. Once we explain it to Eric, we'll be able to convince more people through him.
We'll
Well
see.
said, but I have another idea. I think we should tell Damien the truth. As the person in charge of Waifei Peninsula, he should have the connections necessary to get the word out.
Dangerous. Tops is rarely to be trusted wholeheartedly. However, having said that, he did actually come forward with all the information that basically exonerated him and pointed a lot of fingers towards Dr. Lore. So...
But the workers already hate him. Will anyone even believe him?
I think Senior Ye is right. We should do everything we can to stop the Exaltists. I don't really trust him either. But when it comes to dealing with the Exaltists, we can make use of his influence.
I don't know if Shifu would agree. Speaking of which, where is she?
She's been resting. This reminds me, she's been acting a little strange since we got back from the Hollow.
Yeah, I've never seen that look on her face before. She seemed really down.
Could it be that she was affected by the miasma while trying to fight it off?
Impossible! Shifu wouldn't be distracted by such trivial matters.
Enough speculation. Shifu said she wants to see you when you return, Junior Bell. She hopes to speak with you in private. Why don't you take this opportunity to ask her exactly what happened?
Got it. I'll go check on Shifu.
She's out in public, guys. She's like right there. Jufufu, you can stare at her from where you're at. Come on. Anyway,
Belle, you're back.
obviously, that's not the
Is the
point there,
investigation going well?
relatively speaking.
We've encountered some difficulties, but don't worry, Shifu. With everyone's help, I'm sure we'll find a way to deal with the Exaltists.
Huh? You might want to clarify that a little bit, Var. Are Exaltists every good in every scenario? No, never. Because the Exaltists, their philosophy is that everything will come to peace and harmony by everybody existing within the Hollows. Basically coexistence with the Hollows, but not coexistence like, okay, we know it's dangerous, we're gonna be, and this, that, and the other. It's everybody needs to be one. So never. Exaltists are never any good. I will point out that in technicality, maybe they have a say. When I say a say, like, it wouldn't be that shady if it wasn't for the fact of their leaders forcing everybody else to do stuff first instead of leading by example. But clearly,
And Wise is trying to decrypt the flash drive they left behind. It might give us something useful.
Good. Although I still haven't spent much time with you two, I feel like I can trust you with this.
Why is that?
Now I can finally rest easy.
Okay, that last move just taught me everything I need to know about those memes with Yizhuan. Mentioning that button is doing God's work. The one button.
Shifu, are you all right? You don't quite seem like yourself. Did something happen in the hollow? Were you affected by the miasma?
No, I'm fine. But there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Belle, when you were corrupted by miasma, did anything strange happen to you? Like seeing something from the past?
Now that you mention it, yes. I saw bits and pieces from the past.
I should go back watch that cutscene because I was feeling a little exhausted and stuff at the time. So, Belle recounts what she saw in the miasma.
In the miasma, I think I saw a memory of the time we lived with Teacher when Helios Academy still existed.
That is definitely a... That's definitely a translation. Not error. It's correct. It's just not what you would say in English. I think I saw a memory of the time we lived with Teacher, Sensei. You know, whatever the equivalent in Chinese is. You know, you don't say that in English. You call this teacher by their name, at least their last name. Mrs., Miss, Mr., yada yada.
She was gently calling my name.
Doctor.
Like she was waiting for me to go find her. Everything was so warm and peaceful. It was like a long-forgotten dream.
So it was a pleasant memory?
And I heard a strange voice. It felt like it was trying to pull me deeper into the hollow, but it wasn't my teacher. It was someone watching me from inside the hollow. I couldn't make sense of what was happening because I was wrapped up in that warm illusion. When you woke me up, I even felt a little frustrated and disappointed. It felt like I'd been pulled out of a sweet dream. Teacher and the comforting memories. They felt so close, like I could reach out and touch them. Everything was so real. I didn't want to wake up.
Wake me up inside.
What else did you see?
The moment you touched me, I saw a strange image. You were talking to a seriously injured person. That person looked a lot like you.
You saw it. That was a fragment of my memory.
A fragment of your memory? Shifu, can you explain?
I've encountered miasma and those it had corrupted a long time ago. They described it similarly, saying they saw beautiful memories from their past. Some even refused to leave the miasma.
Oh, I was like, this sounds super familiar. Why does this sound so familiar? What is this? Oh yeah, nice dreams from the past, this, that, and the other. Yada, 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 yada. It just hit me. This is the freaking, the Nexus from Star Trek Generations. Fun fact, they're in Finland, they don't call them like that, I assume, the teacher bit. The girls use the first name, which always sounds disrespectful. I have seen when the kids are younger, but by younger I mean like early primary school, kindergarten. You know, sometimes you could say, it's still Mr. or Miss, but first name. You don't use the last name. So I've seen that before in the United States. But by the time they get to a certain age, it becomes Mr. or Miss or Doctor, depending on, obviously, degree. The last name, for sure. That's what I'm used to, for sure. To me, I don't think it's a disrespectful thing. Honestly, case in point, technically, in other cultures, it would be disrespectful to call them by their name. You would say, call them by their title. But either way.
Over time, those
yeah,
memories
going
twisted
back.
into exaggerated dreams, too sweet to let go.
This is sounding like the Nexus
Little
from
by
Star Trek
little,
Generations,
they were
if anybody's seen
consumed by
that
the dreams
movie.
and gradually lost themselves until they became completely corrupted.
With the exception of corruption, because that's not what happens in the Nexus, but yeah, regardless.
I see. No wonder you suspected the medicine was contaminated with miasma the moment you heard it caused hallucinations. That's why when you saw me in that state, you immediately cleared the miasma and brought me to my senses.
That's right. I too was corrupted by miasma then. But there was something different between our experiences. The miasma never showed me warm illusions, only the coldest, cruelest memories.
Cruel memories? Are they what I saw?
Mm-hmm. Yizhen falls silent for a moment, as if avoiding the question.
Belle, do you still remember what I told you? Many of the workers in the Waifei Peninsula were once rescued by Yongkuei Summit during the fall of the old capital. But after that, Yongkuei Summit abandoned Suibian Temple in Waifei Peninsula and never looked back since. Now, the entire region is under TOP's control. So all of this is the result of our mistake that we made back then.
What do you mean?
When the old capital fell, Yongkuei Summit was summoned to assist the military's operations. The mission was a failure, costing the lives of almost all the 12th generation disciples. The only person to come back from Hollow Zero alive was me. As a result, Yongkuei Summit nearly lost its heritage, and TOPS suffered major financial losses.
It doesn't matter about TOPS.
Even though Yi Jiang died, she was still held accountable for her leadership. In the end, TOPS reached an agreement with us. Yongkuei Summit withdrew from Waifei Peninsula. TOPS took over the area to mine porcelain and to manage resettling the refugees.
So the person I saw in that memory was...
Yes, she was Yi Jiang, our former High Preceptor.
Yizhen pauses for a moment, just as she is about to continue her story. A sudden commotion erupts outside Suibian Temple.
Shifu, something's going on outside.
Let's go check it out. As for the rest of the story, it'll have to wait until we get back.
Oh, we're in the proper story mode because we're playing with Yizhen. Why is there miasma outside the freaking hollow? Hello?
This is bad. Their corruption's flaring up.
I love the fact that she's still there. You know, hey, who wants to buy stuff? It hurts. Every bone in my body hurts. My corruption, why did it suddenly get worse? I've been taking relieving water on time. Dr. Lord clearly said that if I drank it regularly, I'd be cured. Why did my condition get worse today? Take a deep breath. I'll find a way to save you. Kind of, right? Yizhen carefully feels the flow of ether inside the patient and gradually draws it out. Yeah, here's the ether tuning again. Are you gonna fix it this time, by the way? Oh, this time we have to dodge, it looks like, Nope, still busted. Still busted. Good, this should be temporary release from the corruption.
Their corruption is still worsening. We need to stabilize them, now!
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. This one's easy, but I assume it can get complicated.
There are more and more of them.
I'm getting flashbacks to Jesus Christ Superstar. Whoa! Okay. No. There we go. Let's go.
This is bad. More and more people are having corruption flare-ups. We can't possibly help all of them. If we don't act fast, the ether they emit will flood the entire block.
So this is what it's come to. Our last resort. Everyone, come closer. I know how to handle the ether.
Yijran asks everyone to hold out their hands as she leaves a talisman sigil to each of their palms.
Take these marks, go in different directions, and place ether resonance seals. Once you're set, I'll use ether resonance to neutralize the excess ether. It should ease their corruption symptoms. Let me know when you're all set. Understood?
Understood.
Great. Let's get moving.
Great, the first mystic array has been set up. This spot corresponds to the talisman placed by Fufu.
I'm all set, Shifu.
Second mystic array set up. Inhu.
I'm ready too.
We need the feng shui.
I'm ready, Shifu.
I'm in position too.
Everything's ready. Time to activate the array. But this array is quite dangerous. If anything goes wrong, the consequences will be unthinkable. It's time. There's no other way. We can't delay any longer. Where the mind flows, all things become clear. Untainted and unstained, filth be cleansed.
Everyone, get ready! Formation!
Formless air gathers. Corruption is purged.
You know, I made the joke about Jesus Christ Superstar, but... Right? Raising people from the dead? Here we are? What? Ooh, some Dragon Ball Z. Badass.
We did it! Thanks to Shifu, all that ether in the city's finally cleared up. And those folks suffering from corruption are going to be okay too. Shifu, you're amazing.
Right? Though technically it's the reverse of Goku. Usually Goku's throwing down the spirit bomb instead of trying to hold it back like that.
I never knew Yunkui's summit had such powerful techniques.
I've got to ask Shifu to teach it to me later. Pretty please. Shifu, I'll train hard and practice every day. Huh? Shifu!
Shifu, are you okay?
Yijuan stumbles. Bells hurries over to hold her upright.
Are you okay? Shifu.
I'm fine. Just a side effect from using that technique. If my condition worsens, follow Belle and continue tracking down the Exaltists.
Why is Belle left in charge? She's the least senior member.
She may have joined later than the rest of you, but she's observant and knows more about the Hollow.
Okay, at least she explained why.
Shifu, you should rest.
Yeah. Leave the rest to us and Belle.
Go and help the remaining corruption victims
Junior,
first.
Belle,
Belle can
get
take
it
me
right.
back. I need to speak to her in private.
Shifu, are you okay? Maybe we should get you to a doctor.
This drawing looks a little off. I'm going to blame the fact that they're doing relatively difficult angles. It's specifically Belle's face that looks a little weird. Does it look a little weird to you guys? Because it looks a little weird to me. Maybe this one was on a rush job.
I absorbed the ether into my body with that technique.
That's what I thought was happening.
So, there are some side effects.
What? Shifu, you'll be corrupted.
Most techniques from Yunkui's summit work this way. The stronger the spell, the greater the cost. After all, saving lives has never been a trivial matter.
Yeah, it might be a rush job. Because I'm also looking at the lower body area for Yizhuan. It looks a little awkward too. I mean, I will say this is the first, let's call it bad, even though it's probably just passable type thing, art piece of Zenless. All the other stuff look gorgeous, so.
When the miasma hit me earlier, I remembered that day again. The Hollow expanded and the city fell. By the time I made it into the Hollow, my seniors, they had all lost their lives during the operation. One by one, they sacrificed themselves in places no one will ever know. Their faces stained in blood.
I hope they
much
didn't.
so,
No!
I could hardly recognize them.
In China, there's actually a lot of anti-AI laws. Well, I want to say anti-AI laws, but at least AI mitigation laws. The only one that I know in specific is when it comes to voice acting. They're not allowed to do anything in regards to AI with voice acting. But art maybe has more lax laws, if that's the case.
In the depths of the Hollow, I found our High Preceptor. She was my older sister.
The former High Preceptor of Yunkui's summit was your sister?
Yes, she gave everything she had for that mission, and died right in front of me.
Shifu, are you all right?
Ever since I got hit by the miasma, those cold fragments of my memory, they won't stop coming back.
So that's what happened. No wonder you've been acting a little different.
During that hopeless mission, Yunkui's summit nearly lost its entire legacy. And I was the last surviving disciple of Yunkui's summit.
That explains why there's so few disciples, okay, compared to what we saw during the thing. If she was literally the last, so now she's the High Preceptor. Yizhuan's body sways slightly as she speaks. Her emotions are visibly stirred.
I'm so sorry, Shifu. But you should rest for now.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. Let's stop talking about the past for now.
Alrighty. Well, how is Shifu doing? Let Shifu get some rest. The side effects of her previous technique was pretty rough. What's more, when she was affected by the miasma corruption earlier, it brought back some unpleasant memories. She could use the time to settle her emotions, too. I understand. This is the first time I've seen Shifu so vulnerable. Looks like it's an emotional wound. Shifu must be thinking back on the fall of the old capital. The fall of the old capital is indeed weighing heavy on everyone's minds. I still have nightmares about what happened back then, but joining Yunque's summit as a disciple finally brought me some peace of mind. But since arriving at Huaifei Peninsula recently, I've been haunted by memories of those past nightmares. I even see visions of my family being consumed by the corruption. I wonder if it's the influence of the Lemnian Hollow. Perhaps Shifu is the same. Let's let Shifu get some rest. We'll take care of this thing with the Exaltists. That makes sense. Shifu said we should let Belle take over the investigation, so let's do what she says. I, Jufufu, await your command. This is a weird back and forth. Cough echoes from inside. It seems Jijuan is... No shit! I just left you alone for like 2 seconds! Who's out there? Is it you, Belle? Don't worry about me. You should get some sleep. Shifu, it's me. I was a little worried, so I came to check on you. After everything you just said, I'm kind of worried about you. Okay, I'm coughing not because I'm thirsty there. Chaos, just letting you know, I am acting gentleman. Bully for me! Okay. Alrighty. Checka. For example, I've already taught my digital assistant to do fortune telling using big data. When Shifu does the divination for someone, you won't need to think. Just copy and paste the results. That's sweet, Belle. And I can even have it help generate tons of positive reviews for Swabian Temple, like 10,000 reviews in a minute. Just say the word Shifu, and I could turn this place into New Era News' newest quintuple A rank tourist spot in minutes. If Senior Pen Yinhua happens to be out for groceries, quite the surprise will be waiting for him when he gets back, and he's got to find out he's got to pay scalper prices to get back into his own place. A light amused cough comes from inside the room. That's actually, oh my god, Belle's actually being kind of sweet, because the whole point is to be silly, to make her feel better. Followed by a fit of painful coughing. The sound gradually subsides, ending in a soft sigh. You're quite the clever one. I only regret not meeting you sooner. If Yunque's Summit had someone like you back then, perhaps things would have turned out differently. Thank you, Belle. I've made you worry about me. I'm not really much of a Shifu. I'll try to get some proper rest tonight. You should head back early, too. Welp. Actually, is the ether turning here fixed? Nope. Still busted. I just unfolded it, but apparently I can make it rotate the other direction. I'll keep that in mind next time. A wave of drowsiness washes over you and you quickly fall into a deep sleep. Honk shoe indeed. Oh, hey. We got some new people in here? Or is it because I've been doing renovations? Because we cleared away the trash. Oh, there's Eric and Jufufu.
Belle, we found Eric and told him about Paolo.
We've all been deceived by the Exaltists. Rumors are circulating. People are saying Porcelumix's medicine is faulty, and that their product caused the chaos in the city. No one realizes that the Exaltists are behind it all. They think it's just another safety incident.
I knew it. The Exaltists are pinning everything on Porcelumix. Maybe they were the ones who tampered with the medicine in the first place, causing the original corruption incident.
Could be.
Eric, you're the head of the Union. Can you get them to tell everyone the truth?
No. The Union is beyond my control now. The members are riling people up and organizing protests. I contacted them earlier, but they just scoffed and hung up on me.
Seriously? You're doing a terrible job leading them.
Jufufu, you have no idea how hard it is to lead a group of people like that.
Something doesn't add up. Eric, what if those members have always been Dr. Lore's subordinates? You're just their puppet. They're using you to get past Porcelumix's background check.
You're right. Dr. Lore is an immensely influential figure now. It's very likely the Exaltists had a lot of people planted around him.
I can't believe this. The Union pledged to stand together and fight Porcelumix for what we were owed. And in the end, we were just pawns being used in the Exaltists' plan. This is all my fault. I dragged Paolo and everyone else into this.
Quit mumbling and beating yourself up. What we need right now is a plan to fix the problem. Any updates from the Union?
They're planning to gather in the Hollow tonight. They say it's to prepare for a large-scale protest.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea. Go stand in the area where you can get totally corrupted at, from getting hit by radiation on all sides, miasma, yada, 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 and stage a large-scale protest, which usually means you're not leaving for a long period of time. Brilliant plan, guys.
Gathering in the Hollow? Something's not right. Dr. Lore sent patients into the Hollow for treatment, too, and then sacrificed them. Maybe they're planning to do something similar.
Yeah, they're probably trying to use the protest as an excuse to lure more people into the Hollow.
We have to find a way to stop them.
Everyone scrambles to figure out a plan. A phone rings. Sounds like knock knock.
Hello, everyone. It's been a while.
Okay. I know technically we kind of are on the same side for the moment, Damien, but I really did not need that chipper attitude coming in at that moment. Yeah, but the major difference is company is trying to, hit us with radiation poisoning, so we're going to sit right in the middle of the radiation poisoning in order to protest it. Really? A little bit different. A smidge different.
Huh? Damien?
I've already heard what happened. I apologize for not being able to speak to you all in person. After all, I am public enemy number one right now. I'd always suspected Dr. Lore's motives weren't so simple, but I never thought the Exaltists were pulling the strings behind him. With things the way they are now, clearing up the rumors is nearly impossible. And I just got word that several anti-corruption medicine supply points in the Hollow were destroyed earlier today.
I wouldn't put it past the Exaltists. By cutting off the medicine supply, they'll be able to distribute alleviating water to even more people during tonight's gathering.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. It won't be easy to clear up the rumors, but I might be able to tap into an emergency supply channel to distribute anti-corruption medicine to those gathered. That might prevent another corruption outbreak in the city.
Now I'm kind of curious how evil Tops is. Are they, because the first introduction we had to Tops was basically Hugo's family. That they were evil almost, anything to make a quick buck and for station and stature, But it seems like Tops itself is just regular business evil. It's like anything just to make sure that the business still runs and we're profitable, So I'm curious as to the degree of evil that Tops is. The Exaltists are basically religion evil. Which, you know, when religion goes evil, that's about as evil as you can get.
So, I have a favor to ask. Would it be possible to set up the medicine supply point near
Well,
Swabian
I shouldn't say
Temple?
religion, cult.
It'll be much
Cult,
harder for
but
anyone
still.
to sabotage with you keeping an eye on it.
You mean you want us to manage the medicine distribution?
That's right. Please, rest assured. This batch of medicine will be provided by the city authorities and distributed to all citizens for free.
That sounds like it would be a loss for the company. Damien, what are you planning?
Porcelumex will cover all the costs and losses.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. Even though it is at a loss and that's bad for business, on the flip side of that, it could be that it is good publicity, and that's what they're going for.
Anti-corruption medicine? That'll cost a fortune. But it'll definitely bring people here and give us a chance to explain the truth.
Yes. I can spread the word to the workers too. They'll come and get the medicine, and we'll make sure they hear what's really going on.
Let's do it then. We'll manage the supply point and prevent further chaos in the city tonight. We'll also try to find a way to stop that gathering in the hollow ASAP.
Thank you. I'll leave it to you then, mystics of Swabian Temple.
Either that or this is one of the many businesses of Tops that's, you know, the least bit evil. The Shifu of Yunquei Temple, Yunquei Summit are so kind. They never forgot about us. They're still willing to give us medicine. Yeah, they're such nice people. Can I really take it for free? I have 2 sick people at home. We're completely broke. It's okay. Really? Thank you, Shifu of Yunquei Summit. Alrighty.
Belle, you're back. I just finished analyzing the data on the flash drive.
Nice.
There's a list detailing who took the alleviating water and when.
Ooh.
I cross-checked the list against the people who've fallen ill in the city. It turns out they were all early recipients of the alleviating water.
So it
which
takes some
means
time then.
The corruption outbreak wasn't random. The Exaltists planned it from the start.
I knew it! They've been waiting for this moment, using the outbreak to spread their influence and rally people into gathering to protest.
That's not all. I also found medicine distribution records from Dr. Lore.
And
Turns out he was the one who contaminated the medicine from the beginning, making it ineffective and triggering the corruption outbreak. The corruption incident in the Hollow was just a test run. Several data observation points in the Hollow have also been marked out. I compared them with the documents from the mayor, and they line up exactly with the observation points that had issues. Those areas showed major miasma fluctuation too. I bet the Exaltists were setting something up in the Hollow. That's why they disrupted the observation data to cover their tracks.
Unbelievable. The Exaltists have been laying the groundwork in secret, using the miasma to mask their true objective. They even used us to infiltrate the abandoned areas to find evidence, then turned around and weaponized that to fuel protests against Porcelumex. These people are vile.
no kidding.
Oh, can you help me check the current status of those spots with unusual miasma levels? I've got a feeling one of them might be where the Exaltists are hiding.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So I've checked those locations and narrowed it down to one site that stood out. If we head there now, we might be able to catch them.
Good. We've got them now. Thanks, Wise. I'll gather everyone
Let's
and
go.
head into the hollow right
Let's
away.
have some fun. Well, guys, everyone. Oh, right. We can't take Yijin.
What? You found their hideout?
Possible hideout, but sure.
It's finally time to storm in there and teach them a lesson.
Well done. Shifu made the right call putting you in charge of the plan.
Yeah. Now that everything's clear, it's time we give them a taste of their own medicine.
Too bad Shifu can't come with us. Someone's got to stay behind to look after her, too.
Wise can do that.
Senior, can you stay at Swabian Temple to watch over Shifu and Wise?
I'm sure that's because he's not even on the list to be pulled.
Okay. As much as I'd love to join in and help take those bastards down, if that's your request,
Rest assured, Junior Shuyuan, I'll make sure to give him a few extra punches on your behalf.
Is everyone here? Perfect. Once we're ready, we'll head out to find the Exaltists hideout and teach them a lesson they won't forget. Let's go. So who is Aha? Pan Yinhu, Jufufu, and...
Today's reading is Be a Hero.
Do you want me to fight? Or cook?
Officer 148, Juyuan, ready. Hey, don't look down on me!
Let's fire it up.
Headmaid Rena, at yours.
Please, forgive me.
Asset confirmed. Preparing to move out. I'll protect you.
I don't know what the kind of setup would be just because Jufufu's not ready yet.
Fufu's here. Today's reading is Be a Hero.
This is so cute.
Fufu's here.
Hold on, I need to see the poses she gets. That's the first time I've seen, granted, sitting on the little popcorn maker. Oh, she's so cute. They didn't give her W engine though. But they gave her a pretty good lineup of the discs. She doesn't have 2 freaking poses, I hate it.
Today's reading is Be a Hero.
Okay, so Fufu is a stunner, fire stunner.
Do you want me to fight? Or cook?
He's defensive physical. I know I can change them up, but I don't wanna. I want to do this lore based. Actually, with that, I probably shouldn't put anybody in there. Can I change the I cannot. So then let's...
Be a Hero.
Actually, hold on. Let me read Fufu's skill set here. Okay. Ferocious Might. Give me this thing. When Jufufu has yet to use Hu Wei, gonna run that ad while I'm still deciding here. It will automatically attack enemies and gain might upon hitting them. When Hu Wei... Oh, right, that's not... Okay. My, thing is not working right now. I'll have to fix that later. There we go. All right. Okay, I need somebody who has attack, because obviously I can't use Rupture since the only Rupture agent right now is Yizhen. So I need an attack.
Fufu's here.
So of these attacks, who shall I pull? I would probably say...
I'll help you win. The lunch is on you.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's put Nekomata in here. Let's have the kitties playing together.
Like a walk in the park.
And then with that, I don't have Belian in here. So let's use that to get some more stuff. Let's go. Let's go.
Analysis of the abnormal data shows that the Exaltists hideout should be nearby. Careful, everyone. There may be an ambush.
Don't worry. We have the upper hand this time. It's time to teach those bad guys a lesson. Yinhu, let's work together and make sure no one slips through, especially Dr. Lore.
Got it, Senior. Leave it to me.
We have the Kung Fu Panda, Kung Fu Tiger,
He must be nearby.
and the cat.
We gotta find him. No problem.
Give them a taste of Yunquei Summit technique.
Now's our chance. Finally, all clear.
There we go. We got some energy. Let me just make sure there's nothing else around here. All right, we're good. Let's see.
Where the heck are the Exaltist freaks hiding anyway?
I love when Jufu gets all growly. It's funny.
Shh. Keep it down, Senior. You'll scare them off.
Where's Dr. Lore hiding? I swear he's around here somewhere.
Fufu, shush.
Just wait till I find him. He's gonna get what's coming to him.
Oops, that was a mistake. Now, wait a second for that miasma to tick down. Whoa. Oh. Neutral backstep? Interesting. Oh, that's badass. I can't quite tell what Fufu's doing though.
No problem.
Anyway, no more miasma, we can roll ahead.
Those are the Exaltist supplies.
Nice of them to leave them marked for us. Empty? Or just...
It's a trap.
What a surprise. I didn't think you'd find this place.
Yet you've laid a trap, so apparently you did think we'd find this place, and so you've laid a trap. So we caught you by surprise, and you laid a trap catching us by surprise, so next time it's our turn.
But perfect timing. I wanted Yunquei Summit to witness our great work firsthand. Come, hear the voice of the Creator.
What great work. You're just liars who deceived everyone. Now give up and surrender.
The Overseer was right about you. Yunquei Summit never learns. After all these years, you're still blind to the truth.
I love, with all the sarcasm in my voice, I love when a group of people say that. Oh, you're just blind to the truth. Okay, then what is the truth? You wouldn't understand it. Yeah, sure, whatever.
After the old capital fell, you saved those people and relocated them in Waifei Peninsula. But look at them now, slaving away under tops, clinging to survival. Do you think they live dignified lives?
And your alternative is...
Many knew the risks of the alleviating water.
No, they
but they
didn't.
still came to us, begging for more.
After you poisoned the
Because it
well
let
of what
them
was already
relive
being
the
given to them.
wonderful Past, even just for a little while.
No. Not at the start. Now, maybe after you started that, but that's the same thing as an addiction, you dumb doctor. You should know what an addiction is.
Sacrificed an entire generation of disciples. But what did you get in return? Was it really worth it?
You twisted freak! Stop spouting nonsense!
Also, you're talking to the only people who weren't there when it happened, so they don't have that kind of attachment, you stupid idiot. You're preaching to the wrong choir.
So stubborn. You leave me with no choice. Time for you to be reborn through the Creator's refinement. Summit. Go on. Struggle. Try this. All be for naught. The Creator cannot be defied.
About that, I've already done that like twice.
Done. You're still spouting this nonsense?
At minimum, I've done it twice.
Next, senior. Let's show them what we're made of.
Let's see how long you'll last.
Item, be ready!
Your behavior won't be tolerated.
Now I got you! You sound quite open!
Have a taste of the true weight gift you need taken!
It's the best! Check this out!
No escape!
Over here!
I'll take charge!
You just... I'm out! Hey, be careful!
Let me see what you're made of! Should... My voice.
No way out for you! Lucky you! You're next!
Miasma in hollow continues to spread. Dr. Lore gradually retreats towards the miasma as he yells frankly into his communicator.
Great Overseer, please witness me.
Oh god, we're dealing with these kind of people.
I've completed the mission you assigned to me. I've done even more than what you asked for. I will make this ceremony grander than anything you could have imagined.
The Overseer has spoken.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Now is the perfect time to prove your devotion.
I hear. I understand. The time has come. Overseer Mevarok. Join the
Mevarok.
Creator in bearing witness to my refinement.
Oh, wait! What are you doing?
Same thing that happened last time. Dr. Lore injects the serum into himself and miasma envelops him. The miasma erupts in dancing flames as he vanishes into it with stuttered shrieks.
Creator, refine me.
After Dr. Lore is corrupted, the surrounding miasma calms. Does it though? Meanwhile, somewhere within the hollow,
Great Overseer. One of our gathering points was taken out by Yunque's summit. But there's no need to worry. The rest of the preparations are complete. The plan remains on track. With you here to guide us, the ritual is sure to succeed.
Yes. Let's get started. Only through the Creator's refinement can we bring true peace to all. True peace.
I didn't think Dr. Lore would enter the miasma willingly and get corrupted. And who was the great overseer he mentioned? Is there really a hidden mastermind in the Exaltists?
That seems to be
yeah.
the case. Dr. Lore was the one distributing alleviating water, but we've searched his residence and the hideout. We didn't find any equipment that could be used to make alleviating water.
No
I
kidding.
suspect that their real hideout is elsewhere. Right now, our top priority is getting into the Hollow and evacuating the crowd. We can't let them fall victim to the Exaltist sacrifice ritual. And if it comes to the worst, we may need to take out all the Exaltists attending the ritual.
Agreed. But Shifu isn't here. Can we pull this off by ourselves?
Good question.
Belle, Shifu's awake now.
Convenience!
How is she? Is she feeling better?
It seems like her condition has stabilized. She wants to know what's happening out here.
Stabilize is one
We don't
thing.
have much time. I'll tell her.
Oh, wait, Belle. Shifu just got through a rough patch, so try to break it to her gently, okay? She's like a kitty that just got over a nasty cold. One wrong word and she might collapse again.
I think you're underselling Jin. She's a little bit stronger than that, I think. Not by much, but...
Belle, how are things out there?
Shifu, you're awake. Are you feeling better? Don't worry about it. Just focus on resting for now.
That won't be necessary. I'm mostly recovered.
Mostly
Don't
is not
dodge my
all the way.
question, Belle. What's happening? The Exaltists are still trying to manipulate the workers, aren't they?
Yeah. We shut down one of their hideouts in the Hollow, but it looks like they still have people elsewhere. Dr. Lore was lost to the miasma, but someone higher up, a so-called overseer, was behind him the whole time. The protest against Tops will be starting soon. I'm just worried they'll trick even more people into gathering in the Hollow, only to sacrifice them as part of their ritual.
From the look on your face, that's not the whole story, is it? No need to hold back. Speak your mind.
Dr. Lore said their overseer knows about Yunquay Summit. He even mentioned the time Yunquay Summit nearly lost everyone trying to save people during the fall of the old capital. And he said a lot of people know what alleviating water does to them, but they keep taking it just to relive their past. He said trying to stop the ritual is pointless, that we'd just be repeating our past mistakes all over again. Shifu, don't let it get to you. What Dr. Lore said was
I wouldn't
nonsense.
say it's nonsense,
He even walked
however.
into the miasma and let himself get corrupted. He had completely lost his mind.
That's enough. Yunquay Summit sacrificed an entire generation of disciples to save those in the disaster, but we failed to care for them afterward. And that failure led us here. We
Okay.
mishandled it. It was a mistake on our part. Belle,
Alright.
do you remember what I told you before?
Arguable, but
about
sure.
the former High Preceptor Yizhang? My sister?
I remember.
My sister and I grew up as orphans on the streets, begging and digging through trash to survive.
Saw that.
But even in the most difficult of times, we never left each other behind. We'd promised we'd live a good life someday and see the world together. But after we joined Yunquay Summit, everything changed. It was all because of the Qingming sword.
Which has never been brought up before, outside of the one video that we watched.
The Qingming sword? What's that?
It's Yunquay Summit's most prized relic. A blade that grants its wielder the ability of a void hunter for a short duration. Some gifted wielders can even push past that limit briefly. Every High Preceptor receives the sword as a symbol of their position.
There's something that powerful? I'm sure it must come with a cost.
We saw that.
You're right. It comes with severe side effects. Wielding it for too long will strip away your memories and your senses. And in the end, your life itself. That's how my Shifu died. overusing the sword during a dangerous mission.
Losing your senses and memories? That's a high price to pay.
When Yijang became High Preceptor and received that sword, we made a promise that we wouldn't make the same mistake.
However,
that's why she and I began researching techniques based on the Qingming sword to suppress its side effects. She became busier with her duties as High Preceptor, but every rune, every line in this talisman, we drew them together. She told me, as long as the Qingming bird is by my side, it's like she's with me too. She also promised that she would never act like our Shifu. She wouldn't sacrifice herself in exchange for the lives of others. However, when the old capital fell, she broke that promise.
There's a hint of sorrow in Yi Zhuan's expression as she begins to explain what happened on the day of the old capital falling.
When the old capital fell, she pushed herself past the brink, fighting with everything she had to protect the people of Eridu. By the time I reached her, she had exhausted every bit of energy in her. Yet, she still wielded her sword to save those in distress, until her very last breath. I could only stand there and watch her die right in front of me. After the wielder dies, the sword's power goes berserk and affects everything in its vicinity. My last memory of her, she turned to me with a vacant look in her eyes and asked,
"Who are you?"
"Who are you?" My sister had completely forgotten me.
I'm so sorry.
When I was consumed by the miasma, I kept reliving that moment again and again. In my memories, she was always staring at me with that empty look in her eyes and muttering that same question, asking who I was. My sister said something to me in her final moments, but I was hit by the Qingming sword's power surge. I can't remember what she said.
You're gonna remember what it was as soon as this is done, aren't you?
I really wish I knew what she said to me. And I'll never know if she felt any regret before she passed. What she did broke my heart. It was devastating.
Maybe.
She abandoned me only to meet a dark and tragic end. Was it really worth it? But then, when I recently returned to Waifei Peninsula, I saw them. The people my sister had saved. They're struggling, barely scraping by, but despite their hardships, I saw smiles and hope on their faces. This hope, it came from her. She gave everything to make it possible. I still don't understand why she abandoned me and broke our promise. But now, I know one thing. I can't let down the people she saved. I won't let her sacrifice go to waste.
Do you mean?
Gather everyone and have them meet me at the entrance of Suibian Temple. It's time to put an end to this.
End, quotation marks.
Everyone! A bunch of workers went into the hollow to join the protest. I tried to talk them out of it, but no one would listen. Rumors are spreading about me being bribed by Porcelumix. No one trusts me anymore. At this point, we're all that's left.
Darn it! I knew there was a mastermind in the Exaltists. Even though Dr. Lore is gone, their plan is still in motion.
What do we do? Should we try to sneak into the gathering and stop them? But Shifu's not doing too well now. Do you really think we can pull this off with so few of us?
Senior, calm down. Shifu wants us to meet her at the entrance of Suibian Temple. She has something to tell us.
Alright. Oh. Lots of people here. Short while later, everyone gathers in front of Suibian Temple.
Shifu, are you alright?
I'm fine. There's no need to worry. Belle told me what happened. Dr. Lore was telling the truth. When the old capital fell, the 12th High Preceptor Yijang led the disciples into the hollow on a rescue mission, but only I survived. We've already sacrificed too much to save others. And now, We stand at the same crossroads once again. The Exaltists overseer has been scheming in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. If I lead Yunque's summit into the Hollow recklessly, we will be caught up in a fierce battle. Some disciples may even lose their lives trying to save those in the Hollow. Yunque's summit will not make the same mistake. We will not pay that same devastating price again.
Shifu, are you saying we're just going to sit here and do nothing?
Isho and Shifu, please, you have to help them.
Yeah! Please, don't abandon us!
No, you misunderstand me. I won't repeat the mistakes of the former High Preceptor. If the situation takes a turn for the worst, all disciples are to evacuate the Hollow immediately. Only I will remain to fight. I, Yixuan, the 13th High Preceptor, will carry on the will of my predecessor. I will do everything to eradicate the Exaltists and restore peace to Waifei Peninsula. On the night of the old capital's fall 11 years ago, Yunque's summit answered the call and left the mountain to save lives. We did it then, and tonight, we shall do it again.
Alright guys, let's head into the Hollow and stop that Exaltus ritual. Shivan, stay here and protect Wise so he can focus on navigating. You can tell who's not on the banner anytime soon. He keeps putting to the sidelines. Keep an eye on the citizens of the city too. Got it. If any Exaltists start causing trouble in the city or stirring up trouble with the citizens, I'll take care of them. Alright, I'll leave it to you. The rest of you get ready to move out with me. And that's where I'll go get my drink before anything else continues. Hydration. Let me just check that off the list. Alright. Best part of this new update, by the way, the fact that the mouse and keyboard comes into play when I move the mouse and keyboard, and the controller comes into play when I get the controller in play. Woohoo! That was something else. It's like, why is it not in here? It's in freaking Star Rail.
Belle, I'm at the site, and I've told everyone about the situation.
Uh-huh.
I managed to get some of them to leave. But there are still a few stubborn ones who won't think of a way to win their trust. Belle, there's a lot of miasma coagula around here. I suspect the Exaltists are behind them. They must be hiding something.
Yeah, Wise is right. There's something wrong with the miasma in this area. How about we clear out the miasma around here? We might find something that shows everyone what the Exaltists are really up to.
Got it. I'm counting on you. I'll stick around and keep trying to convince them. There might be Exaltists nearby.
Something's going on up ahead.
Ethereals! Watch out!
Doko? Was that too early?
Give them a taste of Yunquei Summit's technique! I'll take charge!
corruption of the core third.
Watch your back!
Almost done. Come on, give me, give bolt. There we go.
Those ethereals were trying to ambush us!
Looks like there's someone over there.
Thank goodness. You're not with the Exaltists. My friend and I came to the gathering, but we got surrounded by Exaltists. They dragged us to a nearby cellar. I never expected there'll be the Exaltists here. They say the Overseer is nearby, preparing some kind of ritual. Overseer? There must be that Exaltist Overseer Dr. Lord mentioned. They must be nearby. I don't know. I pretended to pass out. Didn't even dare open my eyes. I managed to sneak out. Yeah. The problem with Pan Yihu right now is that the only really good partner that he's got is Yijin, and I don't have Yijin. But I'm going to think that the only reason the only good partner he has right now is because the good partner he would need is a rupture agent, and right now there's only one rupture agent, Yijin. So. Okay. Revelation. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Good! We cleared out a lot of miasma. Wise, how are things on your end? Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing so far. And I haven't seen any Exaltists. Something feels off. Maybe they're hiding and preparing for the ritual?
That's very likely. The miasma around here is way off. The Exaltists must be behind it. We'll keep clearing out the miasma and investigating the area. You be careful, Wise.
Don't worry. I'll let you know if anything happens.
Should be all good now.
Let's get going.
A person just now said there's something dangerous around here.
I mean, we're inside the hollow.
I kinda wanna see it for myself.
You mean this thing? Aight. In Twilight State, the exalting hymnist will summon ethereals from the miasma grows. And continue to summon. Okay, so he's a summoner. So we just.
Danger they were talking about?
Coming our way.
Look at me.
Yeah, this one is kind of tricky.
Wait a sec. Why are there more and more of them? We heard. She's drawing them in. I'll lend you my claw. All right then. Let's take her out first.
Always take out the summoners.
What exactly are the Exaltists planning?
Oh. Destroy the summoners, they all go away. Nice.
They're setting up some kind of It's over there. Watch out for the miasma.
Miasma. No, shouldn't be that difficult.
Careful. There's a lot of miasma around here. Steel! There's a heavy stench of miasma in the air. Maybe we'll find some clues up ahead. Should be a clue somewhere around here.
High entropy alloy.
A bunch of ethereals are heading this way. Like something's hidden in the miasma around here.
An opening.
Let's finish this up. Oh, not finished. I thought we were done.
Reality and illusion.
Done and done.
Good. That's the last of them. Found it. It's here.
Some of these puzzles are like brain dead easy. I'd prefer something a little bit more difficult. Like, not like brain melting, but you know, more than just like, okay, look, hit button, look, hit button, look, hit button.
Is everything okay on your end?
We've already cleared out the surrounding miasma coagula, but the clues we've gathered so far aren't enough. We need to find more.
Master, an abnormal area has been detected nearby. It is emitting a large amount of unusual energy signals.
Energy signals? Maybe the Exaltists placed something over there. Let's go have a look.
Okay. Please be careful.
No.
Plasma around here seems to have dissipated.
Be careful, you guys. There's a lot of miasma coagula here.
It looks kind of gross.
Definitely is kind of gross.
Definitely don't want to touch it.
We gotta rescue the rest of them and stop the Exaltists.
Yeah, it's time to teach them a lesson.
You keep saying that, Jufufu. That's supposed to be like.
That basement first.
Was that supposed to be like her catchphrase?
Based on what...
Doesn't look like any of the Exaltists are around. Where did those creeps go? Are they all preparing for the Creator's gathering? Or was it a feast?
Neither. I think they called it the Creator's Refinement.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can go that way. Everyone watch out!
What a nuisance.
The time is right. Crank up the heat!
Allow me. Cycle of yin and yang.
Whoa! Something weird over there.
Use your words, Fufu. Something weird is not descriptive enough.
These are experiment logs for the medicine?
Okay.
What in the world are the Exaltists up to?
Evil things, that's all we need to know.
Is this a report on turning live animals into miasma?
Oh, yay. As if we didn't hate them enough already.
That's horrible!
Wait, those refugees from earlier, were they all test subjects? So they're holding this ritual to turn all of those people into miasma?
Ooh, boy. Even if you don't care about people. Oh. Evil spirit bomb. Me no likey.
Bell, I got your video message.
That was a picture, not a video message, my wise.
The Exaltists hit a large amount of miasma at the gathering site. I'm showing everyone the video now. It's time to show them the truth behind this gathering. Once they see it for themselves, they'll be willing to leave the Hollow. I'm sure of it.
Great. I'll leave the evacuation to you. We'll stay nearby to keep an eye on things and make sure everyone's safe.
Cool. Once we get everyone out of there, we can go all in and give those Exaltist creeps what they deserve.
Alright, yes. Give them what for.
That's great, Bell. They're finally willing to evacuate. I'll guide them out of the Hollow, leaving the rest to you.
There was a key card in that lab report folder. Maybe it can get the elevator working.
A little late for that.
Or something. Or am I just imagining it?
You're imagining of hearing something.
The Exaltist's basement. Feels like something spooky might pop out.
Don't put that evil on me, Junior! Why would you say something like that?
Ooh.
I'm just saying. That's just how things go in movies.
Corruption characters deal sheer damage that ignores enemy defenses, dealing damage even against bosses with miasmic shield.
Careful, Senior. This one looks pretty tough.
Out of the wet chips.
Breaking through.
An opening. Obliterate form and spirit. Got it.
The time is right. Crank up the heat.
I know we took care of that one.
Easy peasy, lemon
Can you
squeezy.
shut down this lab?
Master, we need to shut down this facility.
Oops.
Its power circuit is nearby.
Okay, let me see where the circuit is. Shut off the power and just let PubSec handle the investigation. All right, the power's been cut. Looks like this might be an Exaltist base. There could be something useful in here.
Many things that are useful.
Really? This place gives me the creeps. Feels like monsters could jump out at any second.
It's a good thing Belle doesn't mind thrillers.
As long as we stay together, the monsters won't get the chance to pick us off one at a time like in those scary movies.
Good job, honey.
Say stuff like that. You're making it worse.
No, it's better.
Hurry up, investigate what we need to, and get out of this place.
Wait, are you saying we should split up? Wait a minute, that's actually the opposite of what we should be doing. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold up.
Huh? This device looks kinda weird.
Huh? The miasma around us vanished. Anyway, what's this weird thing for?
Suspicious miasma device. strange device found in the Exaltists underground base, which appears to contain traces of miasma. Not quite a hypodermic needle, but...
This thing has miasma residue in it. Maybe it's related to the abnormal miasma in this area.
Could be.
You're right. Maybe the Exaltists are using this to control the miasma.
But
this is not the time to analyze it. Let's defeat the rest of the Exaltists first. We can get the mayor's help to study this thing when we get back.
How many people have the Exaltists fooled?
All of them. At least at one point or another.
Gotta stop that ritual before they hurt anyone else.
Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. Gucci, running up, almost Gucci. Now we're good.
Allow me. That's the last of them. Everyone holding up okay?
The surrounding miasma intensifies. It seems the Exaltist ritual site is nearby. Everyone notices the strange air and decides to take a short break and discuss how to proceed. The miasma concentration is getting stronger around here. Looks like the ritual site must be nearby. If our intel is right, the Exaltist Overseer should be here. Yeah, right? It looks a little bit like an insulin injector. That's what I was thinking about it. But the needle looks like it's inside the thing. Like you have to break the glass first before you can use the needle. I was going to have you leave the hollow, but if you run into any Exaltist goons on your way out, that'd be even more dangerous. Things are pretty urgent, and I can't spare Fufu and Yinhu to escort you. When the combat starts, just hide somewhere safe and keep yourself out of trouble. Got it. Don't worry, Shifu. I'll be safe. Ooh. That's neat. You know, I played the Clock Tower horror game once. I need to go back and play that again at some point. Something tells me we're gonna get a boss fight. Oh wow, there's a lot of those.
You are just in time.
Why, whenever we meet the evil person in movies, they either say you're just in time or you're too late? It's never, oh, you're early, damn! Witness me. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. I'm like, why isn't Fufu coming out? Somebody must do the switch the other direction.
Obliterate form and spirit. Scatter. Watch over me. It's the Creator's will.
Why is he getting tougher and tougher?
Because this is a boss fight. That's how that works.
Your dream. Take this.
Yeah, because your creator is a piece of shit.
Tell your creator to watch carefully.
I wasn't done yet.
We're different from the others. Be quiet! Don't speak with her voice! Your talent will become a weapon that can protect everyone. You'll go further than all of us. You're nothing but an illusion!
Uh-oh.
Stranger. Is this a dream? Please, tell my sister. Or a memory. Her big sister isn't selfless, nor great. If I don't put an end to this disaster tonight, my Yishan will be shattered along with Eridu. Yishan. What I'm doing isn't to save the world.
I'm counting it.
It's just to save her.
I'm counting it. I'm gonna count that when I'm done.
My Yishan.
Because I did say, will you remember by the time we're done with this? Here we are.
This is our promise. Sis, I never thought I'd understand you like this and walk the same path. I'm the 13th generation High Preceptor of Yunquei Summit, Yixuan. I shall wipe out all evil.
Hi, Miyabi 2.0.
Obliterate form and spirit. Out supreme.
I'll take charge.
Swift yet still, clear yet murky.
Have a taste of the Yunquei Ship's unique technique!
Nice. That was nice. I like that fight. It was all right. It wasn't as obvious what I need to do at any one point in time, which is the only negative. Yeah, that or I was too busy mashing buttons. But I think I like the bringer fight a little bit more because at least I understood what I was doing at the moment. After thwarting the Exaltists Overseer's plot, the miasma around them begins to dissipate. Though the hollow remains perilous, the malice that once lurked in the shadows has finally seemed to be receding. After briefly checking in their surroundings, the group from Yunquei Summit guides the trapped victims out of the hollow to receive treatment. With the Exaltist plot finally brought to an end, the long, dark night seems to at last be giving way to a sliver of dawn.
Awesome! We finally defeated the Overseer. No one will
But Sarah's not caught, so...
Eric, how are those people who attended the gathering? Are they all right?
We just met those people who made it out of the hollow. They said they saw the Exaltists preparing for a strange ritual when they were evacuating. Everyone finally believes us. Those who drank the alleviating water are getting medical checkups right away to see if their health has been affected. Porcelumix said they'll cover the cost, and they hope to restore our trust in them. Everyone in Waifei Peninsula owe Yunquei Summit our thanks for preventing a major catastrophe. You saved all of us again. We can't thank you enough.
Yeah, without your help, our friends would have died in the hollow.
Thank you, Mystics from Yunquei Summit. If you'd like, we can make you a special signboard. No, we'll make you a custom silk banner.
I want to join Yunquei Summit. Do you need someone to sweep the floors? I'm great at cleaning.
Hang on! Calm down!
Fufu, let me teach you a technique to handle situations like this.
Let's see what kind of situation at this point.
A technique? What technique?
Let's see.
Observe.
Yunquei's face turned pale, coughing fit overwhelms her, and she seems to stumble. The crowd starts to panic.
Shifu, are you okay? I know everyone is excited, but Shifu is exhausted from fighting in the hollow. She needs some rest.
Brilliant! Perfect technique! Good job!
Sorry, we were a little worked up. All right, everyone. Let's take care of the rest of our business first. The heroes from Yunquei Summit need their rest. We can thank them properly later.
After the Exaltists workers leave, Yizhuan finally returns to normal. The startled Yunquei Summit members return to the Suibian Temple to rest.
Oh, everyone's so enthusiastic. Too enthusiastic for me to handle. So
it wasn't bad.
Technique is faking illness. You almost had me for a moment. Well, at least we can get a proper break now that the Exaltists are gone for good.
Not yet. We can't let our guard down. The Exaltists had their roots deep here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more trouble ahead.
I was gonna say.
We've resolved the immediate crisis. We still need to tie up any loose ends.
Shifu is right. We still have many questions left unanswered.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know anything about the underground research facility, or those strange objects we found. Feels like this is just the beginning.
Don't you worry. We won't sit back and let the Exaltists do as they please. I don't care if it's the Overseer or anyone else. If they show up, we'll knock them down.
Shifu, Damien is calling us.
Put him on. Let's see what he has to say.
Mystics of Yunquei Summit. I heard about your triumph over the Exaltist Overseer in the Hollow. On behalf of Porcelumix, I would like to thank you for saving Waifei Peninsula and restoring the reputation of Tops. The Exaltists have been operating in secret throughout Waifei Peninsula, but thanks to you, Porcelumix was able to defuse the crisis and stop the catastrophe in time. To prevent similar incidents from happening again, we'll need to invest more capital and strengthen management across the Porcelum sector. And now, I'm finally in a position to negotiate with the
Wait a second. Why does it sound like you're cashing in on this disaster?
Because he is. He's part of TOPS. This doesn't surprise me whatsoever, Jufufu.
You're overthinking it. I simply wish to harness more resources so I can better support my employees.
Hey, look at that. Freaking business political BS.
It was my pleasure working with you, Mystics of Yunquei Summit. I hope we will have another chance to cooperate with each other.
I hope we don't.
Straightforward, Yushun. I hope we don't.
As for improving your employees' working conditions, I expect you to follow through. I'll be watching. Since Yunquei Summit has returned and resolved this crisis for you, we won't be turning a blind eye to what happened 11 years ago.
Rest assured, Ishwan Shifu. You and everyone from Yunquei Summit have my gratitude. I will not go back on my word.
Let's see how strong that word is in, 1 or 2 seasons.
I have other matters to attend to. Heroes of Yunquei Summit. Until we meet again.
This guy... He really knows how to use every opportunity to climb the corporate ladder.
He wouldn't be part of TOPS without it.
Let him. We don't walk the same path. Oh, you may hand over what we recovered from the Exaltist base to the mayor. It'll suffice as a report of our investigations. If we can find out the purpose of the device, we might finally get a lead on what the Exaltists were really planning.
Got it, Shifu. I'll deliver it soon.
Awesome! The investigation has finally wrapped up, but we still don't know where Belle's teacher is. And we're also clueless about where that photo came from.
Thank you for helping us investigate, Fufu. Belle and I believe that as long as we keep at it, we'll eventually get to the truth.
Yeah. Right now, we'll just have to follow the trail slowly from here. Anyway, taking down the Exaltists was a big win. We'll keep looking for clues about the photo later, one step at a time.
Let's finish up.
Belle, I had Fairy look up videos and recordings of Wi-Fi Peninsula, but still no sign of teacher. We tried to keep things light while talking to the others earlier, but I've been feeling a little uneasy this whole time. That photo, it's just like an illusion in the miasma. What if none of it was real? What if teacher was never in Wi-Fi Peninsula to begin with, and the whole thing was just a deception by the Exaltists?
Then why did they want us to come here?
And you were attacked on the way here. I'm starting to think that was part of their setup.
Wait a minute. What if Sarah is like a double agent inside the Exaltist? She keeps quote unquote getting away, but she's also doing things to kind of like sabotage the Exaltist from the inside, leading Belle and Wise to each of the Exaltist plots. Oh, I forgot to put a count for, now she knows what, now she remembers what her sister said.
They created the miasma and hosted a ritual. But why? What are the Exaltists really after?
Wise, we shouldn't jump to conclusions, even if we have doubts about the photo. We still have to investigate the Exaltists and get to the bottom of what really happened back then. As long as we keep digging, we'll find out what they're really up to.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I let my nerves get the better of me. We'll figure this out, step by step. As long as we stick together, we'll get to the truth eventually.
Meanwhile, deep in the Lemnian Hollow, a gathering continues.
Lady Sarah, we've been attacked.
Oh no.
The ritual was interrupted.
Oh dear.
We've also heard that the Overseer, he?
That was a very feminine he, I'll just say that much.
How many times have I told you? What you see with your own eyes isn't necessarily the truth. All you need to do is remain faithful. That's it.
Now the question is, I don't fully stand by that theory of mine of Sarah actively, trying to sabotage the Exaltists by leading, us around by the nose, but
My
never
lord,
mind.
is everything on schedule?
That memory, I already have it.
Oh no.
The plan can proceed.
Getting late, Wise. You should get some rest. Oops. I assume this is supposed to be the other way around. Oh, hey. Hello. As bad as you're done. Okay, man. Honestly, not that interested in pulling for her right now. She's got to do something to make me go like, Honestly, the next two I'm not that interested in. I'm more interested in Ji Zhen than the next two after Fufu. Just saying. Boo Boo Box. Should I be in level 15? Okay. Alrighty. Let's continue the temple management then.
Hey, Belle, how's it going? Have you settled in at Swabian Temple?
Yeah, it's nice and quiet. Perfect for some rest and relaxation.
I'm glad to hear that. But speaking of quiet, I should probably give you a heads up. It might get a little noisy around here over the next few days.
Oh? How come? Are we expecting guests or something?
Not guests. A construction crew. Renovating the temple is a big job. There's no way we could handle it all by ourselves. I did a ton of research beforehand and decided to hire a company with a great reputation called Billabog Industries.
They've got a great reputation.
Efficient, and professional. So, hopefully it shouldn't be too much of a disruption for us.
Fast, efficient, yes. Professional, depends on who you're dealing with.
Billabog Industries! That means...
Who's being sent?
What's the matter? Is there something wrong with that company?
Nope, they're solid. You picked a great company.
Huh, that's funny. Their project manager said the exact same thing earlier.
Anton's coming.
Actually, let me introduce you. He's right over...
Proxy!
Whoa! Belle? What are the odds? So what are you doing here? Business trip? Sightseeing? And what's with the outfit? You totally look like a tourist. Are you staying at their guest house? And, where's Wise, by the way?
Right. He would say proxy normally, but probably to keep our undercover because he doesn't know that they know.
Wait, Anton? That's a lot of questions all at once.
My bad. I got a little excited there. Just didn't expect to bump into you like this after arriving on Wi-Fi.
This is Anton from Billabog Industries. Though, from the looks of it, you two already know each other?
Of course! We go way back! Wait, you know each other too?
Yeah! Belle is my junior!
Junior? Is that some kind of guest house role-playing thing?
Anton, shut up.
Nope. I'm actually training here to become a mystic. Wise is here too.
Whoa, for real? Not gonna lie, that sounds kind of fun. Ah, well, you focus on your training then and leave the construction stuff to us.
All right, we'll leave the temple to you then.
You know, as crazy as Billabog Industries is, I think we can be confident in the fact that they can build this place out pretty well.
You got it! Trust me, we'll get the job done without disturbing your training one bit. Oh, my crew's calling. I better run. Catch you later!
folks from Bellabog Industries sure have a lot of energy.
To say the least.
Showed up super early this morning and haven't even stopped for tea.
They've always been super enthusiastic, especially Anton.
In that case, I guess I've got nothing to worry about on the construction side. I'll just focus on keeping tea and snacks stocked up for them.
And just like that, the renovation of Swabian Temple officially begins. With Bellabog Industries on the job, progress picks up in no time. Oh, perfect timing. Sweetie asked Bang Boo to deliver a bunch of snacks. Dim sum for free? What was it? Ah, okay. For a second, I was like, Ben? I was like, oh, nope, nope, not Ben. It's like, why did they send the accountant? What's up, sweetie? I'm trying to do some. How was it? Delicious. That I packed all the top 10 dim sum. Ooh. Then since the Swabian Temple reopened, the commission board's complete skyrocket. Nice. When would we prefer it? I'll check out the commission board now. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Hi, Vince. Patina, smooth and glassy, real beauty. An Omni coin. What are we getting? Oh, this is how we get, okay. Alright, alright, alright. We'll start there. Alright, go talk to Fufu. Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna hold it off there. I'll do this side quest stuff later. I don't know what we're gonna do on Wednesday now that we're all done here. I'll have to think about it. Alright, but let's do some crafting. Alrighty. Area 3, let's do 6 hours worth here. Select a bamboo. The night booze should be good. And go. That should be good for now. Good goods. But yeah, either way, I'll figure out what we'll do next time. But for now, we'll just chill out. There we go. Let's see if there's anybody we can raid tonight. I don't think so. Not my usual thing, but yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anybody we can really raid tonight. Oh well. Any hoozles. Real fun to hang out with you guys. Oh, we should actually watch probably some more of the, because there's a couple Zenless things that had come out that I had missed watching. We'll probably watch some of that on Wednesday, but that won't take the entirety of our time, so we'll have to figure something else out. But until then, you've all been 10 out of 10 with me, and I will see you guys come Wednesday for whatever the heck we decide on doing. I decide on doing. Decisions must be made. But until then, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is that you are.